This is another Gym Rat classic. Workout fantastic. Do not pay your taxes.
All right, what is up, guys? So I literally just woke up. Pink Himalayan sea salt in the water. Looks like, well, it looks like that on the bottom of the cup. Oh shoot, let me get that out. So, gonna go ahead and chug this. Gotta always mix it up too. So the plan for today is back. We're going to be smashing back here today. And I'm going to be working out with Fernando. It's probably going to be later tonight at, I would say around, shoot man, maybe around 8. No, actually, maybe around 9 actually. So, going to be crushing that. Going to be crushing these chocolate chip pancakes. And, you know, for the rest of my meals, I'm going to have to actually make them up right now. Let me just brainstorm. It's probably going to have to be like tuna with rice, maybe eggs with rice. And I guess when I'm at work, I'm going to have a protein shake and fill in the gaps kind of around there. So, yeah, going to do that. Going to have some coffee. And I'm going to kind of prep because I need to do cardio here today. So I'm thinking I might do that before work. Yeah, I'll probably hit that before work. So, you know, if I work at 4, you know, maybe start heading out at around 2:45-ish and then hit some cardio. And then after work, I'll work out. That's kind of what I think my gig is going to be here. So I got to eat this and then I just have to prep a bunch of food. So I'm gonna see you guys in cardio. All right, meal number dose. 4 eggs, 2 cups of white rice, water, coffee, hour and a half. I'm going to be hitting the Stairmaster, or not the Stairmaster, the treadmill before work. Now, as you guys see with the meal, it's not like necessarily anything specific. It's just whatever I got and I cook it. You know, I try to eat everything that's healthy and organic and cage-free and all that nonsense. And probably after this, I'm gonna actually make a little mini shake with beetroot powder and greens powder, because I really need to up my multivitamin intake and greens intake and all that stuff. I actually need to take multivitamin. But before cardio, this should be fine. It's not going to weigh me down too much because I'm sure that black coffee is going to be hitting me anytime soon. And, you know, for the goal today, it's going to be, let's say, I work from 4 to 8, 4 to 8:45. Right after work, I'm going to be going straight to the gym, training back with Fernando. So in between that time, right after cardio, I'm going to probably have like 2 bananas. And then after that, several hours later, I'll have another full meal, probably white rice and tuna. And then before my workout, I'll probably have like 2 Rice Krispies, hit the gym, pump out, come back home, and keep going. So this meal is like, I'd say 700 calories. And it's super simple, guys. It really is simple. You just need to prepare or think about your meals the day of or several hours before, you know, especially if you guys are working a 9 to 5. You just have to plan it a little bit more. So incline 12, speed 3, and I got about like 10 more minutes to go on this, and then after which I'm gonna go on a stationary bike, 5 minutes, stretch, head to work. It is 9 o'clock at night. I'm about to go ahead and work out, and I got to go ahead into the gym right now. I got back day on the menu, Ghost pre-workout, and then I got Gatorade right here just to fuel up. But in terms of what I'm going to do right here for the back day, it's just going to be basic. It's going to be, first I'm going to warm up. Then I'm going to go straight into underhand lat pull downs. Then I'm going to do a dumbbell row. I haven't done those in a while. That's why I want to switch it up. Cable row for the upper back. 2 bicep exercises, then I'm going to finish off with rear delts. And the reason why I'm throwing rear delts in there is because yesterday I didn't hit any direct shoulder work. It was just chest. I didn't even hit any like side delt on my chest day, which I normally, in this split I'm doing, I don't. So the shoulders weren't necessarily worked, or at least the rear delts weren't. And I'm kind of finding to realize the rear delt, for me, from an aesthetic point, needs to definitely be brought up. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing up the rear delts here just to kind of overall cap the shoulder, and that will look better. So 3 back exercises here today, 2 bicep, 1 rear delt, and I'm hitting rear delts later in the week. That should be pretty solid for a workout. Honestly, I didn't record what I ate for lunch, but I think I told you guys earlier that it was just going to be rice, tuna, and then when I was at work, I had a protein shake, protein bar. It's a couple hundred calories right there. So, I mean, I'm on par for calories. And, yeah, just trying to get in the mood for lifting here. Listening to the music, getting in the zone. I don't have to wake up early tomorrow, so that's a benefit. I get to sleep in a bit. So, yeah, I mean, today's going to be a solid workout, you know. I'm just kind of concerned with the filming because I don't have a tripod, I guess, essentially anymore. Like, the piece that I need for a tripod is gone. So I don't know where that is, man. So I'm going to try to do the best I can with what I got. You know, quality might not be there, but I still want to show you guys what I'm doing. And I got to piss like a racehorse. Yeah, so I mean, that's going to be the workout here today. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. But the reason why I'm switching to these exercises is because I haven't done the underhand pull down in a while. I could feel it starting to plateau on the reverse grip hammer strength. And for dumbbell rows, it's going to be pretty much a whole new stimulus. I haven't been consistent with those, or I haven't done those in so long. And I felt like the last time I did them the form was kind of off. I felt I just wasn't able to squeeze and engage that lat as much as I want to. So I'm going to definitely dumb down the weight a bit. I might just use 80s, 75s just to squeeze it. You know, I really want to squeeze it because last time I was trying to use 100s and it's not as controlled, and I didn't feel as much of a stretch as I wanted to. I've been doing the cable upper back rows. I've been doing those. So for the rear delts, I'm going to do a bench supported rear delt fly, but I'm not going to bring my arms out to the side. I'm kind of bringing them back as if I'm forming an A, I guess you could say. I'm bringing them back like that. Curls, same thing as last week. Barbell curl, incline curl, leave it at that. It's just, you know, the barbell curl, I always kind of feel my upper back get a little bit tight on those, so I'm not really sure how that's going to feel. So yeah, listen, I got to piss bad. I'll see you guys in there. Alright. Dumbbell rows. So, the first set I did was way too light. So I have 90 pounds right here. I'm going to try to get 6 to 10 reps here, roughly. We got 210 right here on the bar. That's a PR. Damn. Felt that. All right, so that one right there is for the rear delts. I was originally going to do it supported on a bench, but it didn't feel so good, so I just did it seated, and that felt way better. Felt like my whole rear delt activated, even with like a partial. So next up, barbell curls, incline curls, and we're out of here.
You got like 2XL?
This is 1XL.
Okay.
This is 1XL. And then once I cut down, it's like medium large, bro, at that point.
Yeah, it's different.
You can do whatever you need, bro. You can step in front of anything. I don't care. It's all you. Just got done right here with the workout, and everything was great. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about the workout split. I'm feeling pretty solid about everything here in general. I think I did the proper amount of volume for lats. I think I did the proper amount of volume for rear delts and biceps. I'm not walking out completely beaten down into the ground. And, you know, honestly, when it comes to training, how you want to feel isn't necessarily beaten down into the ground. You kind of want to walk out of there like, okay, you got a little bit of energy left. Now, I'm not saying that means you pull back in your sets, go all out if you can, but that comes from not adding too much volume. That comes from not adding too many exercises in general. You know, not having over 6 exercises. You know, right when you hit 6, you're definitely feeling it. I'd say 5 is usually when I'm feeling my best, but you know, either way, I picked up some Chipotle here for the wife and I, and you know, 10:40 here at night, feeling pretty solid. My workout lasted for around, you know, I'd say 50 minutes or so. I'm just driving now. I was talking though with a friend. Well, I was talking with Fernando. You guys actually already know Fernando. And off camera, we're talking about our relationship with God. We're talking about, you know, what we go through. And sometimes there's people who don't go through anything like what we have, but everyone's situation is different. You know, my situation, what I go through, is completely different from yours and the next person. I think the most important thing that you guys could take, and that Fernando and I touched on, is never let trial and error go to waste. Never let it go to waste. Never let a, you know, bad thing in your life, circumstance, never let that go to waste. You know how much strength that you can take from that, how much power that you can take from that, how much motivation that you guys can gain from something that goes horrible in your life, or you're going through something. Never let a bad situation go to waste. And if you do, then you miss the point of the lesson, and you missed out all of the strength and the power that you're going to get from it, all the mindset that you're going to get from it, and the wisdom. Case in point, let's say there's someone who's struggling with, let's say, I don't know, depression or anxiety. You know, there's a lot of people, and including me, because I've definitely had a bout of that, where you can let that either crush you completely, or you can use it as something else entirely. You can use it as fuel for something. Your mindset has to be in the right place, and that sometimes it's a supernatural thing that only God can help you with. You know, sometimes you have to power through, and you have to really dig deep and find what you're living for, what's your purpose, why are you breathing right now. Sometimes people have an issue because that's their main question is, why am I here? I think sometimes you're going to go through things in life, God kind of wants you to figure that out. He's only going to meet you halfway, right? David still was doing his diligence in the yard every single day. He was still working on his slingshot skills, all the way up until the day where Goliath was in the middle of the battlefield. I mean, Goliath must have been 10 foot tall plus cannibal, you know, a cannibal giant, literally calling out the names of the children of Israel. And the only person who stepped up was a prepubescent, did I say that right? I'm too tired. 13-year-old David. Yeah. And guess what he did? He slung that sling and dotted him right between the eyes. But guess what he was doing? He was still sharpening that skill every single day. Who you have in your corner, I'd say the worst enemy that you can have in your corner sometimes is just you and yourself. Sometimes you're not going to give yourself the right information, you know, and you need that outside voice. You need literally the voice of God. And sometimes God will speak through people to you. Sharpen your skills every single day. And I'm saying this because this is stuff I've had to do. I'm not just trying to make anything up here for a quick little video, but man, don't let a bad situation in your life ever go to waste. It's the worst thing you can do. Because whatever you're going through, you could either sit and take it, lay on your back, complain, why me, why this, why that, my life sucks, this and that, why am I feeling this way? And when you're asking why too much in the wrong tense, then you're kind of forgetting what's going on. You should be asking, all right, what can I gain out of this? What am I going to do about this? Those are two of the biggest questions. You know, it could be you lose your job, you lose a loved one, I don't know, you're clueless in life. You really have to dig deep and find yourself. And I think honestly that's why a lot of people sometimes they turn to working out, because, well, it's one of the most beneficial things you guys can do. You're giving back to yourself. If you work a long 9 to 5, you got a family, you go to school, what are you doing for yourself? Because you're clocking in a lot of hours at that job working for somebody else. Yeah, you're putting money in your pocket. That's cool. Are you taking care of your health, though? If you're not, man, it's like, I really don't understand that. I think more often, though, than not is I get caught up too much in giving back to myself a little bit too much, not giving really back anything to God, and trying to make time for that, you know, trying to make time for reading, trying to make time for prayer, self-reflection. Sometimes it turns into too much of a self-absorption. You have to be the leader of your own life, man. You have to be the man that you want your kids to look up to. You have to be a role model that, you know, if you have a daughter, would you want your daughter to bring home a guy like you? If not, you should probably change your ways, you know? Are you the exact same guy right now that you'd want your sons to turn out to be? If not, you should probably start changing your ways. You got to think of it like that, man. You know, when I was 16, it was definitely a big turning point for me, because I was like, you know, I'm not trying to be like any other 16-year-old out here. I'm 24 now. I'm glad I made that decision, because had I not thought that way, I probably wouldn't have found my wife as quick as I did, you know, or in general. I don't know. You know, put away the partying, put away the nonsense, the whatever it is. If it's one-night stands, if it's hanging out with the wrong crowd, whatever it is, guys, focus in on putting back to yourself, giving up to God, and trying to find that and discover your own relationship with Him. Because as I see a lot of people that are raised up in the church, and it's church this, it's church that, it's the Sunday service, it's my mom, my dad are forcing me to go to this service, and now I envy, or now I have resentment towards my parents because they forced me in this, and it's all these ideologies I don't believe in, and this religious side, and most of the people that are in the church are just horrible people, and it turns on all this hate. You know, I don't think Jesus really intended it to be that way. Got to find it your own, but don't blame other people for your situation. Use every single situation in your life, good or bad, for lessons and motivation. It's there to chisel you. It's there to make you into the person you're going to become. It can make or break you, man. There's plenty of people out there that they get broken. And they get broken, and they get broken down. There's nothing left. Shell of who they were supposed to be. So make sure you're using it. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to grub this meal, Chipotle. I'm going to be signing out here. Tomorrow, we got neck day. We got cardio. So I'm going to be recording that here for you guys. So thanks, guys, for watching. See ya.